Okay, so my vision this morning is to host Kofi Tonto, Kokrokoo Usubanahene, and Reverend Charles Usu. What's the menu like this morning? Are those mining assets for sale or not? The twists and turns. Ghana sitting on a religious time bomb. How we could do them. So MPP goes to the poll tomorrow. And Sunday to elect the regional executive. Ubi Bedol. Maniko. Ubi Bedol. Boys war. Boys and Guana Metigas in the maintain. Oh, Kim Paluta. If I'm here, I so many Emiliano. Marco, dear, I am a cosmate. Michiano 2010. Our AUCC Arabraka. A friend of Medina Roman. Kokrokoo Usubanahene. Marco de Kokrokoo Usubanahene. And a Marco Eddie Kofi Tonto. Kofi Tonto, dear. Nakin kind in Oya Madamfo, or Ebinia. There will be a parking kind of a penasem. Now, Reverend Charles Usu, the honor. You're much yet. It's mean Chassie. We mean ya da. Who bet me the Coconsa Bia, who pay the affair. You're mine. Anyway, Mammy goes to you two now, my monk, Kokrokoo Usubanahene, or Reverend Charles Usu, and a Kofi Tonto, so. Ewa hampeni foi ena anopei meni omo ewo studio aye bebon komo Reverend Charles Osi jam semka na se se be aduro no nye jam sem ne yebeka Kofi mache
ka now record
kakra na nso e
o nyame adom boko
o wa efe so
me dance
what idea F
me dance we so me turn $800
sao $800 the auditor in yo I see
$800 the auditor
I see but na me nim say obehye because na no fifi boafo e be che me miensa ka me shepa na nke na nyina de ape so wa isi mama tum mommy ensenya mama me matu
what to
fifi boafo adaro ma me so manya new set
and I say we call work up no we wie
work up
so your sports within and why your sport here no
work up no man ko bi
awanko
na utwa ticket mama
oh me nim say we call e
be da nim unnim say
man ko me obi o TV so here board national anthem was stadium na ne sada no boza
pacho say pa work up man ko if I me two kwan crache what was say
about the other room
Medina Roman say
baby fine
to chana be ko growth no
mimi ya Kofi Tonto na me chain nka che
sa
na say
na Kofi dey fa growth ho be
na say what di hot papa why hot mimi na hot
me was also head no we see hey Kofi Tonto too ai na go
na to take Kofi Tonto
obi so atro hey MPP go hu aboy afo mobo $800 Kofi baji
Kofi
na me say 800 aba for promi with him just say Ghana they was somebody amasa say found who and be pro
I was Kofi na kaya 8,000 and 2,000
800 yeah what you say 2,000
thousand
nkɔfo bi so agye kɛseɛ ɛti na yɛhyehyɛ ne balance wɔ mu a ɔnkɔgye na deɛ na nansɛ yɛ sɛ wayi foe wɔ sports foe ɔmo de nkɔfo no bi tu kwan a paper no deɛ ma coefficient baayɛ no wo sign wodi no ayi a na akyire ne akɔ prepare figure no de ayɛ dɛ ahyɛ ano nti ɛnyɛ me wɔn ase kofi die yi a ɔgye 800 sɛ ɔno agye yɛde figure foforɔ bɛyɛ dɛ ɛbɛkɔ akɔhyɛ ano nti menua
ma wodi wenya na wo win wɔ Facebook saa no
sɛ na me pay attention na me pay attention
na we dey ai we call studio na NDC fo bi testima nipa bako say mon wi kofi na ma me papa so to the for my promo video kakra ntino o ma say won nya me de ne o me wie me
ba nya de
oh nana
se na me no sitie pe waje internet
oh na mama obi en
wa mo ho wampo
mama ho wampo
na wa mama na ha me say wa na wa mo ankyere
nana asabi de Mr. Mama Church mu kakra.
Mama Chacha. Because I chance say ya. Enko ansa no be free be your chain no kura no ma frɛ me nua. Me na e tender do.
Bia ba nti bia me eche.
Chance anko be ma me do. Rangers
me nua kadna.
Ma che me nua.
Me jusu ebro.
Na what is say?
De otiso. Obia entine so. Nia mesu e na odi aye nipa. Ti na da Roma. Enkwane ahode wo die. Aseda nyina ye brade dia. De nti na me da so te ha.
Ami.
De nti so ti na ma hia wo.
Ampa.
Me hu me nua ba na hene. Na me hu me nua kofi nsuso. Nti na bibi wo ho a nipa betimi aka bi ma. Ye ka nyina se aseda nkuto na de ma. Ono nko a na te so a obi e den. Entene so.
Ano pe me banzo wife ma me nkrasa me famro. Oso hwe na ware no abra ba esa oniema.
Kaje se minya se nya me sisa oniema de se me mre. Ndina daroma. Won krukra mu kakra sa.
Ebe yi o.
Kakra sa be yi.
Mati. Kobi?
Yeah.
Ede na no so be mam say.
Mama Chichi mu ewi ane ekwan e be fa so a che no. Nana ya de tie ne se be sa fini. And minister of that foreign affairs ano say ensembia koso Ghana yen embassy wo Washington enti obepese auditor general bekona wakoyi mu hwehwemu na auditor general so koye ekoyi mu hwehwemu owiye no ode nkrata betu dwa nkrata no ye 220 pages 220 pages. Now what kind krata na di kind no obo nipa bia ono auditor general no say saa nipa ko we mu na omo hu hia ne pa wo ne hwehwemu a oye no obo mu nyina din nana ya na me din enka ho ya tosumi no 220 pages na auditor general etroye no emu baabia ni ho ka se makofa aban sika mabokro no ana ono auditor general no mpo ni nsusuye mu no wono mu a wose o maye mfumso no me ne omo na yeye ana na menim hu bibi auditor general report no wanka bibia sa in fact nana ya report no 220 pages ni nyina no medin ba mu se wo search for me name Kofi Tonto na e ba mu 3 times also na 3 times na e ba mu no number 1 na a table bi a na omaye a list enipa ya disika bi ahwe omanim. The second time I medin ba no sa table na no osaye another table. The first table no the honesty nipa be sensia. And a second table no honesty nipa 28. Mu nyina ye embassy staff no sisika bi a omonsa aka. Ansa na the third time I medi ba mu no na accountant no kyerɛkyerɛ sika bi a nipa bi nsa aka na obo medin ada ɔde saa sika no ɛmaa me nana ya ne nyinaa nkanfu abɛsi sɛ auditor general ne sɛ ɔno auditor no ɛkɔɔ embassy hɔ sɛ ɔkɔyɛ nhwehwɛmu no wanhyɛ dan hu sika krataa biara sɛ yawa 500 kwame afa 200 anaa 300 na mmom mfomsoɔ ne nneɛma bi a ofiri sɛ nipa no yɛɛyɛ no ɔde n'ani bubu na ɔno ayɛ ne calculation a osusu sɛ company bi a embassy ne yɛ adwuma no saa company no ɛnsa bɛtumi aka $19 million aha yɛ very instructive pal auditor general na ɛho any financial statement say $19 million or say ɔno ne de n'adwene bubu sɛ embassy no sɛ mfie num na ɔyɛ nhwehwɛmu no sɛ ɔmo yɛ this number of transactions a ɛneɛ ɔde n'adwene bubu a bɛyɛ sɛ 19 million ne betumi akɔ company na embassy no ɛne ɔmo yɛ adwuma no na saa company na embassy ne ɔmo yɛ adwuma no company no yɛ voluntary contribution ayɛ sɛ one obi yɛ adwuma na waba sɛ woyɛ biribi nti wɔbɛyɛ donation the company ne yɛ voluntary donation anaa contribution to the tune of about say 24,000 na saa donation na ɔmo yɛ out of the 19 million no reverend ni here donation na ɔmo yɛ ɔmo de saa donation ne kɔto account bi mu a yɛfrɛ no welfare account na saa sika na ɔmo de kɔto welfare account no mu no ɛno bi na embassy mpanyinfoɔ bi a na ɔmo hwɛ sika no so no ɔmo tua ankrankra welfare ama ɔmo no hɔ na ɔmo kɔfa sika no bi free report ne nso anka sɛ ankrankra na yɛtua welfare ne bi ma ɔmo no na ɔmo nim sɛ account bi wɔ hɔ na ɔmo nim sɛ obi abɛyɛ donation na ɔmo nim sɛ saa donation na nipa no bɛyɛ no ɔfa akwati kwan so ne nya sika no report na anka bibi asa hɔ the report ne kan ne sɛ enipa bi nya sika ɛnam ɔmo ayɔnkofa bi ɔmo ne anadwuma bi ɔmo ne embassy ne yɛyɛ na saa sika na ɔmo nya bi no ɛno na ɔmo de kakra brɛ embassy no as donation na donation no embassy ne use no wɔde bi tua nkɔfoɔ ka as welfare nti mi Kofi Tonto no me ba me ba mu ne sɛ table na ɔka no me wo me ba girl ɛna embassy no ɛma me donation of $800 sɛ ma wo me ba in fact sɛ working kind Foreign Services Act na emra ne hyɛ sɛ wo a wobɛwo a woyɛ diplomat no yɛ ma wo donation or yɛ ma wo benefit nti me no me wo hɔ na embassy no saa time in fact me wo me ba no January na January no mu nyina me nsa anka bibia ti me be free embassy hɔ July 2021 and embassy ni say me free hɔ de a ɔmo bɛyɛ wo last payment bia ɛyɛ ɔmo yɛ den ɔmo de ma e bia o allowances bia akam o payment bi ɔmo bɛ calculate ni nyina nti ɔmo calculate no ɛna ɔmo se me wo January no ɔmo ama me benefit a me qualify for no nti ɔmo bɛ calculate ayɛ den aka ho ɛna ɛsɛ reverend ɔmo calculate in fact me kra no saa nneɛma wei nyina ɔmo yɛ kra me nim ɛyɛ asɛm yi ba ya me frɛ apɛmu nkyerɛmu na ɔmo kyerɛkyerɛmu sɛ this is what happened nti ɔmo de ka me final payment reverend me bɔne ama yɛ ni o sɛ meyɛ Ghana ni na meyɛ adwuma ma aban na ma wo ba na aban ne sɛ yɛwɔ donation a yɛyɛ na meyɛ worker menyɛ adwuma wɔ accounting department menyɛ adwuma wɔ treasury department ɛna embassy ni nso ɛnyɛ me na meyɛ panyin a meda no na mpanyinfoɔ na take decision na yɛtua meka te sɛ deɛ sɛ ne yɛtua meka de biara no me nua ma na ase sɛ me ka ho ne ɔmo kɔfa asa sika no na me nim ho bi ɛna ɔmo de bɛto account no mu no ɔmo de tu mu na ɔmo kyɛɛ ɛna me nya bi ɛkyerɛ yi no na ɔba ase da bi na bibia ni ho ya dance die semi na minim ho bi na emom sika na ebegum ne de auditor general say enye sika na efa ne kwan so ne begum enti se manya bi dia eno ne me bone o eno ne asem a ye nuanom asomu a omaya omadwen say omudi begum anim ase. But you see, Anaya working can report na ade ba ko a abrantie na oye okofa auditor general report no menua manasi one fan to dwane say wo fa auditor general's report na baby a manasi edi me ye poster boy a sabi egumanimu ase na wo try so de begumanimu ase no ewo paragraph 95. Paragraph 95 no say use of embassy welfare account to share proceeds of so and so irregular transaction or bonipa bidding say transactions. Abrantie na asem no nyina fa no ho no oboni di me mpese mema ayaba him. But ohwe manasi headline no ne de ma ya tie de ayini kan ye no Auditor General can say use of embassy welfare account to share proceeds. But Manasi say how embassy management used welfare to share loot. What difference no? So what statement now? Auditor General headline now Auditor General FI no. And what done no? As if say Auditor General and say embassy staff no deliberately created the account to share loot. 2025 year no de omo year no from a capture 2017 to 2025. So I'm sure say this year you know omo release here this 2026 year.
This is
Forensic audit. Now nana ya how paragraph 95 no. Was say during the forensic review of financial and operational activities at the Embassy of Ghana in Washington, D.C., investigators identified the use of an embassy welfare account in connection with transactions linked to Mr. So and so, which is the person on the embassy na sign a contract. And application-related activities. Ahana ye very instructive. Evidence indicates that the welfare account presented as an administrative account. So welfare account na manasi so omudi sika kotum no. Auditor General na say omudi sika kotum no need your managing one presenting say this account or presenting say administrative account. Meaning that some mikra omo catch them here. And come and can't let me say this one, but catch them say administrative account. Very instructive part of the report. He didn't cite this part to the Ghanaian Republic. This part now actually say there was a conceal of the naming of the report of the account. No crano, you conceal the name of it or the intent of it. Manasi and fan tuja. Creating the impression say mimi na minim, mimi nye financial officer, mimi nye treasurer, mimi nye accountant, mimi di ane say me ye adwuma, me kwa adwuma na sa aban say ye betua me $100 a month. Aban na so obama me $100 a month. Account to aban be kwa kofa sika na free so obefa free account A, account B, account C, and obekwa kofa free the account wo Citibank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Anya masem Ghana buy na me ne ye adwuma na o tua me ka me ni a o tie. So company tua wo ka unim bank account okoyi sika na free. Reverend, now ye adwuma wo forestry. Unim account na forestry treasurer akoyi sika na free. Account number, account name. Enti sa me ba mawu na me qualify for benefit. Na ye tua me benefit na. You are saying, say, me my boni because I should have known the account it came from. Adena mu ye nipa sa. Adena mu ku nipa hu fi sa. Anya na wonim de me ya. 19 million na almost see afa obi nsase no obi anka ho asemo manasi report awaye nyina won kyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ 19 million no auditor report ne say enipa we mu ne faaye ne koha ne ye che ni eno de won ka ho asemo out of the 19 million nyina de ye no problem here $800 na se Ghana ban ahwere 19 million Ghana ban ahwere 19 million Ghana ban ahwere 19 million now you journalist I will say o kassetia ketase sha 19 million ne de ehun hia wo $800
Kofi.
No.
Numsuo we are not there.
It is so painful.
Oh, numsuo Kofi.
It is so you see.
Kofi nuanum nyinase.
Me de manusi.
Nuanum nyinase humi.
You see me na ya me de manusi. Na hanu de ya me ya. Media me a politician. Enti these things etomia enye me ya. Ne dina wodi betu dwa no. The list now what 28 no di betu dwa no. 28 people. Papa ba bi wo mu a onye Ghana ni. Oni embassy na ye adwuma 30 years. Yewra alanchermante on the driver no. Yewra owo Kumasi ambassador ya o free Kumasi mrefi. Ajikum, Ejebewa, Hajia for over 30 years no ne embassy no aye adwuma. Onye Ghana ni o. Twi kra wante. In fact, okọ retirement kra me yesa akosre ne se omeye adwuma nam na adwuma ho tienti. Nana ya na adi ni din ato abonten bi. Na anu de oje wo $300. And you create the impression say sa papa no so ka wo mo a omu create here to loot and share. Innocent man one embassy na ya adwuma 30 years. There's another lady nso wo mu a ono so ni embassy na ya adwuma 27 years. She's almost 65 or so. Maame panyin a sebe ono no wani embassy ni ye adwuma ono no onim de ne wonye bone wonye hwe no ono so di ne din abeto dwa ono so je $400 dollars na de ye makoma ya and he said there is one lady a free mu ono no wo embassy ho ne badi kan free mu and you can see say bi ono ne ba ne free mu kra na ye de saa benefit ne ye den a man. Unfortunately, a year or so later, lady ninsu a free. Sorry, in fact, last year na lady ninsu a free. So imagine say what dini dia to jana ni kunu, and then the mag girls are free no munini, and who say, omu mami dini. Na narration a what dia to sune say, omu mami no ko kreti ye no lutu ye no share. Innocent woman.
Bakovi, just curious. What is the practice? Adwuma for no mo ye adwuma wo ni nyina no. Obi wo a ye ma no welfare benefit. Obi enya yi a ye ma no bibi.
You see, the me nim ne say. In fact, me call ho no. Say obi nya yi a to da bi wo kra ye personal donation. E de ka ho ne de ama no. Ena apparently no embassy na nkasa no had a welfare account dada ansa na same way baba na ye gi omo two types of employees ye were their friend home based and ye one their friend local home based ne ye omo a omo free Ghana aba no and na local for no ye omo te ho a omo ye adwuma wo embassy omo ye contributions to that account. This is something na ewo ho da omoye dada me kra me call ye no omoye omade dada enti me na ya me no I never even had a life changing experience a demanding me say me kwa kobusa bibi until year na me free ho a me wo ba no and I didn't even go and ask for a donation. Me dia minima ne say me unsa medical culture say Foreign Services Act no. So we diploma now obi a we adwuma na wo a o qualify for these benefits. Enti me kura de me nim ho hwe me nim so welfare de omo chew I'm not even privy.
All right.
I'm not even privy. Enti me dia me nim an say me free ho a omo de ka ho a asɛm yi ba yɛ na me frɛ busa mu sɛ yɛse me gye $800 bi me frɛ accountant no who was there at that time, and I did that asɛm we by Tuesday. So Tuesday evening around 6 p.m. na me nya no, and I'm say almost say mutua $600 $800 bi ma me pacho betimi akyirikyiri mu akyerɛ me enti ɔno na ɛbɛka oh Kofi won kai oba ketwa na wo no last born na wo no mra na wo embassy no ɔno enti wo hwɛ report ni mu a page 127 may respond no me kan wo mu say it was for birth.
Sometimes I mean, say Kofi Tonto, you didn't try. There's plenty $800 USD you collected. It was only Subway that you got for me when I visited you in Washington. Also, Subway anyway, Kofi Tonto and Yate Nenkano to wish you Alicia Nakwe of Stambik Bank Rich Branch a glorious birthday from all loved ones, and Mickey the Tropo Darling wishing you Alicia Nakwe a glorious birthday. May God continue to be with you. Kwa go uzumana ni?
No, okay, sir. I don't pay there. I don't envy Kofi Kra.
Paja we num kaka na twemben ho.
Na
Anko soroka.
Sir, we adwuma e wo aban mu ni ade a. Especially civil servants. Uti anye ya, they will set you up. Nana yao. Say yeah Kofi wo ye no. Yam first kana ama no. Name by the way o mane ya he.
Eno nya asema ya discuss.
Yeah.
Na o ko na first one wa wo.
No da.
Okay. Nana say owo ye no yam fa ama no. Nemu time a o be fi ho no. E na ye de man. A raise question. O kind report no a yes City Bank a raise question about the source of money no a account where 19 million. Emma, Minister of Foreign Affairs.
No. City Bank didn't raise questions about 19 million. City Bank raised questions about a particular account, which is what they call the welfare account.
Is it not the same account we use? Can amount?
Yes, but it's not 19 million. But I know about $24,000. Okay. Remember, and I will say 19 million idea. We read the document and there's no financial evidence say 19 million afa baby. Auditor General and so on only the nadwini bubua. Company na embassy in partnership no could have earned could have earned 19 million. But Auditor General na access to that company in the financials. So the Auditor General cannot prove. All the Auditor General is saying that company that could have earned 19 a year voluntary donations to the embassy in the form of 5,000 BSME and so on.
Okay, then a minister so authorized say that account should be closed.
So who read the report now? A year embassy staff no, a year management no, because embassy no. So the other thing is say, be a friend head of chancery, or no head of administration, or no free foreign affairs. Your accountant and your controller, they are in charge of the accounts. So apparently they were the ones that wrote to the minister say, this company that we have a contract with and helping us with processes. They are making voluntary donations to us. But we initially almost started and permission. And we want to write to take permission. And when a minister advice said no. So when you be a jumana or a voluntary donation, I the minister I don't recommend that you do that. So close that account. And don't take those donations again.
Okay.
Me and me want information department and some commodity or any correspondences I never knew of it until reporting here then. I never heard of it. In fact, man timpo da say let be call na minister they call never. So it was the minister who advised us so my donation ni be crowd there. No problem. Moon cancel the whole engagement with them. Now moon close the account. No. Now me as a minister no. mempene so say campaign amone omo ye adwuma beye donation amamo. These were the discussions they had with the ministry. And I don't work for foreign ministry. Me na me under information ministry. And all of these letters, they will never come to me. I will never see them. These engagements, I will never see them. Mini sanity.
Kofi, yache. Me make can say we a young man. Yeah. As I'm saying, ebe church or kon e kru mu say na che. Ani akase, medical civil servants want some say we are grad they will set you up. And maybe by a sports minister be. Na okodi edwa the coffee koye duane kra officers be catch oh honorable you are entitled to it oh bring the receipt we will pay ke di twanwum okromu a enam so ma minister no ehwe na adwuma under Professor Mills ade omunim say you are not entitled to but yenim say you don't know the system it's here the ba oh honorable be sign ebia enema ya edwa ye kodi bra wi kura ne boy ye say ne de bo kese aye ne akoto so se ne ba ebe ye ho e wo kromu a Kofi misusu se ebi na wodi ya koye the sometimes asamba you reflect say hey ebi ba ye say na me kan at that time enemi na bi ato me yo ebi sana ne akasa me kiro ayi Facebook say hey Kofi tonto so Can you see a book or see etute brute and no name the year Kofi etute Kofi tonto Kofi so what you go watch him yeah and say you have funny sir me move on then aniao me comment him no Kofi ankasa chair na sem but they make can say we say obi drive 30 years ma me panyin bi anya wona be come asem mama.
No, I'm not saying they are matter for them.
Jaom, no they should defend themselves. They have a name.
All right, Mate. You see that, I say, Nana, I can see. You see that now that the surveyor's tape measure has hit Kofi's house, he sees the bad nature of the surveyor's measurement, translate it in tree for him. When he was when we as politicians allow sensationalism to thrive because it is against our opponents, this is how it feels exactly. Don't go for saying Deputy Director General FNA.
Me my politics.
National Service.
At least me politics. Me the abroche de kahwa over 16 years. Me back Ghana active politics mo. Best 5 years. Nanaya, you know my politics. I don't destroy people. I don't denigrate people. I don't insult people. I don't frame people up. So yes, A, B, and BC. Baba Nahine, Sabi, who tear me all these years. Reverend Tihei, there's never one day. Ananaya Kraka and said, Me answer na mekasa, na me ridia tiasemnas. I don't frame people. So yes, these instances may happen in our politics, but I'm not one of them. I don't frame people up. I don't.
Chase.
Nana.
Inia.
The bit I can say Kofi. Wakasa. Do we be Wakasa do we be
Yes.
There's no point in explaining. My boss are only a big connect. I was saying some balance no question. And there are people that will be to my explaining themselves. Because Nipa now or the other never trouble. They want motive. What they are saying. And he will set you up. What the answer if you keep on explaining yourself. The more you explain, the more you are losing. And he maybe the Americans say they're working movie. So we say after they're working now, if you are a bonny be, and he so be you one. No you one. So what they are saying. Okay now, not the own tier credit 80. Because I'm buying any but Chichimuno Cosono, no be clear because they are some number. When you come, I'm in a PC, now if you have some start here, then so what you say. Tibobi Obi,
Reverend Medasipa,
ɛne ɔman mu ɛne yɛ nyinaa so yɛnim sɛ yɛ aman yɛsɛm ne yɛsu ne yɛban ɛteɛ Ghana wohu sɛ obi ani agye a na obi damfo aba yɛn celebrate obi a wawini da mente da wɔn sɛ amanfo ani agye a ne yɛyi obi adi na obi ho aba asɛm ne yɛtwe obi abɔ so ɛwura fi sɛ wɔn nso yɛ den ɛyɛ nipa nti su ne yɛban yɛde yɛ ɔman mu da biara what we do is to say bɛhwɛ funny fault ɛwɔ nkɔfoɔ ho na yɛde abɛsama yɛ den abɛto abɔnten na deɛ menim ne sɛ wɔn de wɔn nsa baako kyerɛ obi so na ɛmu nan na den ɛhwɛ wo so trɔsɛm sɛ a yɛnyi deɛ ɛda yɛ ani so yɛwɔ bebree wɔ hɔ a ɛmu gyaa a ɛyɛ wɔn ataade mu nyasɛm ketewa nso stay nketewa bi wɔ bi deɛ mu no ɛna wɔn ho ɛden ɛka ho asɛm nti Kofi you explain yourself kan bebree a anhwɛ a na waka deɛ yɛnka
mate reverend medase
Minia
ɛnɛ mo nsɛm a mode baayɛ asa na munim deɛ ɛwɔ tim said daeɛ so na ma so na aba mu
reverend mu deɛ
deɛ di kan no
religious
deɛ di kan no nana maame ka nkyɛw sɛ yɛn nuanom MPP foɔ kɔ abatoɔ so na regional level wish them well in fact me nua Okoboy Greater Accra regional chairman wayɛ dada nya afi no ba bɛyɛ mete yɛ sɛ akɔfa sɛ bɛ ɔpani bi a wɔdi 78 years ɛna ɔne ne ɛkɔ nam sɛ the MPP me nuanom yi nti agya wohwe asena atɔ fam na pɛ sɛ ɔsɔre a yɛnso dua a ɛwu mu but yɛsɔ dua a sɛbe ɛgyina ne nan so Okoboy against 78-year-old man. Now in 2 years time, no, and next year, now we're be 79. Now what do you want to call the campaign? Greater Accra for. Wait, you can say, "Come on, them." Hey, you want to post the Kobo Echo? That's what about man. No Kobo very regional German. Ah, this is the man that cut you across. Obia. Ne who do? Because I mean, who said me who saw the book of food? Said you will see it in near Mafa. Ne kasa ye ne su ne ban bibia kese esefata I mean at least why MP da nti wo experience wo say ye elections dey emu nti okose wuti na pa ya me nto aba ne bi nka metro ma me we show well I mean say me ndan nu 5 p.m. no na aba obi ato ma wo obi abeto ma na other person na 0 yes be ya say bi on sem fata but we all do need there say okoka cancel of cancer elders ho na wodi ni nim dia wo abatu mu ne ni mpanin fie no so e de kasa kire mrante ne maba wa say ba say niam e koso na okokura na wo ye chairman at least papa no 78 years ye obetima wo bibini na kono akwaje advice minua Moses aboso so e ko me wa
Moses courage
regional organizer. Moses so ka dey obi an contest no and obi contest no
I don't know
obi an contest ko obi akra baby nti no Moses so ya ye we show well me nua pa ne me yonko ne madam fo so owura kwadwo ba Ajiman nyesa ne frɛ no Eastern region
Kwadwo Boating
chairman Eastern region fo nyina beto aba ma
na de wona auto aba no mo
I mean na me yi no na me gusu am yi koyi
asembe grade
chairman nyame nhyira pa na de oyɛ ma me de me nka nti me nka na fidie so ba de me sere urade nhyira say this time round there last time wo call ye
chairman do nipa
na this time so wo call na odo a wo ma nipa ene wo party this say de oyɛ oni nti me sere nyame so hu mobɔ na on for 2 minutes fan show nsem nana toda na Kofi wa hanti aja eduru ho a we dey be prefer ni ansama ba religious so ko be ka ho asem MPP before me hwe say about 4 regions are almost 0 seat any regions be almost 1 seat does that mean me ho say Bruno East 11 seats on 1 and so nkofo person nkofo ko no post I mean yes so we serious that there
I'm person obi ko on the post is it the party or the
me come near my coso like they wish people go on a post the contest someone ye na me nua ba ko me nka de ya Peter Fachemi MPP nti obi hwi asset go no so no na the Chimans North DC
and Bono East
Bono East as one can hwi asset egu no so man sɛbe mfa nkyɛm na ni ba akokora den ɛsɛe man ni ɛsɛe ni pedua pa ɛnɛ ɔkɔ regional secretary MPP for Monto Obama Bono East Peter Mensah na omra mesom
na say Charles who are only a party mu a
na say
we say why on appoint to
NDC for election it be can NDC for by
we dey ask we ni mu do
me candidate here you regular zebra what to we
sir
me candidate you regular zebra NDC here o we chief
but na no na ese din ketia ne free
me say me candidate you regular zebra
na obi an ne free
me say obi kubi
na say din ketia to no
enti
o say on car so be ko on car so wonko na say mo politician catch wa adwen yoze
na say general be candidate you do be come house me you do ho enti Peter Mensah the chairman which is Bono East Bono East on share abranti ne bra wa breso na Monto Obama mo sisem a me gidi se party ne be yakọ ye pe party no se be gina na so yi na me mpa ibon se even if NDC will win the next elections na absolute majority there my mfa mo bi if MPP so na eba absolute majority me mfa mo bi but party ne se opposition party ye weaker definitely no the ruling government ne be koso anya numbers na what is here na the opbi den all the aye and so am why democracy ntiana na dem de besi ho but then nyame hira mo topic am de bai me kristoni na me osofo na the minimum say trust them say onyankopon bo nipa se ne seso
isuban ane ne seso
isuban ne seso nti nipa ye nyame wa asase so obia me hu no trust them baby e kire say nyankopon say me boy kristofo say me suban ne seso me nti bi da enipa ana me die me nti ase onyame asemu no nyame som eye personal relationship eye nipa ni nyame nkita ho eden die enya esom na die mbekọ oso ahemanu eye ni onyankopon nkita ho eden die enti kan bible say enyi nipa nyina ye bom din say awurade no be hu oso eden ahemanu na so sankofo mbom din awurade no me nyame somfo enti nyankopon no de obegye ne de wuntimi decide na meti wey Chama Musa obi anim no Bono East any Bono ne Northern region na Alaji Musa Asante dodo nyina yim se Chama Musa why my contact a Muslim but every year I see me so for ono ne third vice chairman friend chairman Buga Alaji Masaudu eba sorry da ye hye me so for mo ne bi ja me sorry chairman twa take it as a Muslim if it a chairman F flight eba Accra oni Buga chairman ma contact ne ba ne Buga ye te se menua ebe ja me sorry ma ye pon sorry there's no ye ni Christian ye ni ye wo kramo ye nipa som ye ne ya hye esom asase so ene ye ho sa nana oba Bono Easter na ba mimi constituency in Kranza Nova Mox bi obi akete bi omde asori bi na metoy
so you reverend
buta bi omde asori bi na metoy Mati bia sebe imam fo gina so ye asori won all the mocks on Kranza North me na metoy in fact the me nwanwa kra na say me call election asofo e wo ha nhia mompa ya mameda sebe ya mo nyina ka bom se o mo frɛ me abompa ya mame but imam fo e wo Kranza North enemy bompa ya more than 10 times as I call elections. In fact, the be me acquire election crowd on me bompire. The whole you can say imam for. Omo machines on the Kenya me sem on Kranza against Bono East. Me na me toma on Muslim for. Enti me tisa e binu mo ye na you can say a Muslimi any Christian na in Sembia ekoso. I ask myself say where are they coming from? Mimi what a chimana. Me did you baby o. Ma konta fi na me didi. Aho na me da. In fact every year biano wo bra me mponchi. E na nse o ka chem so say the baby o do so for there wo hon people doso. The Christmas wo bra me na ntwi. Me ni tu kwan a e koto abo bia o ne kum na yedi. Because me who difference e wo me ni na eden entem. Enti Mama Maya Mahia who quiet. Emma yam fa a song and chichemu because in Yamian no a song ni ho. Nipa nyina ba ko. They say wo bo nipa se ni suban and then seso. Enti yan ye de a song ebe hu we say we Muslimini na we Christian. The Yamianim de onim se nipa nyina ye den e ba ko. We have to be careful. Kasa ni bo am person me repeat it.
Eferijai.
I don't want to repeat it.
Eferintimanye.
What I mean, what is happening? Eddie answer no. When him say Salaya na me call me suffer penny fee. Na papa he difficult so we chana dey ayedi na odi obedi. Very difficult who be that. Ah your one it is say na call be a Muslim ni. Na sa on ne bra no na ma ye che no salaf bebe for no che. Dry meat. Wana o ka say boy need the meat aba. I was shocked. So afraid someone na kwesi o mompa engusu no. O did kan yi be first way. Ana o chema yi nyina na obia. In fact na prophet Wuche Kraba Besra papa nti ene na way enam no. And there's no difference between Muslims and Christians. I won't say anybody will have mra for Neman Ketikiti and I don't want to go back there. The American Mayatia saying and say, Mamma Maya Maho Quine. Oba me constituency man, me papa, our me papa. Any Kwanzaa North chief imam. Muslim for chief imam. If I remember papa tossing me, yes, Sala Hina, or Ekremonia or one Kwanzaa North every day. Friday no mo empire den emfa mame enti mesre and I remember say me call elections that me papa chief man catch me so ye omo person omo bomb empire mame enti ye kum nantwi na ye kum nantwi na bomb empire wonim say bana hene it will shock you say constituency no me winni baby a Muslim vote will be a me asofo me say baby a Muslim vote will be an consensus me believe
never catch us a contest on the ticket of NDC you
what you say
for numbers they are pulling
yes and me share said here me nuanu Muslim for in fact there are a lot of mosques me call ya me who say na mosques na here na me pinti here e bi wo ha me to cement my head here whole year because sabe ye nuanu om do mkoto dwe ne ebo fam e do mo bo ho nti bo ne ba bi etututu no no ne e hwe say nyame na wo som no na mbe wura ba bi etise iti ukọ constituency ni ma in fact ukọ ba bi zongo so ha nyame adaro ma jami din papa eden e de ato even though man nyi nyame Kristo som na nto nchen de ese me ye ma nyame asori bi aso so ye Kristo som bi aso de me ye but me hu dwiri mi se menya me kra me nuan ma sofo no sebi nyame fa me so ye nyame bebre no anka so mu twa ahia abompa ye de amame nanso so led by the chief imam no enim se me ye Kristo nim na me ye sofo no etimi gada imam fo ni nyina na o ma ba be kan Quran no o mo wi a na o mo obia pledge ne support na o ma bompa ye gina o mo obia bompa ye no one individual bia bompa ye enti e be den se o bompa ye ba be se nyame nyama do mami ko wini na be wi asan koto abatia me be yiza na be yiza
da bi me nyini
enti we kire me pefe edi adanse say ye Ghana ha no ye ni nchichemu ewo ye mu na asora ye koyi bana hine ko Roman me bwana me ko glorious way power
is also ojai
Medina there no
oh ai parliament chapel
is also ojai
parliament chapel amakwata oni say ai osofo amakwata oni say papa be mpane bompa esra no man be sofo
okay
I be say no on esra no man be sofo enti
last week or lunch book
yes
two books I watched very powerful
the Ojai Roman call
na ya case my bros are books
charismatic
the
ohunyame on
oze
ohunyame
o minimi nyame dada obi amaye altar boy fin kwara se dey say wonu say myself nyame ache
enti nana wada Roma maybe who ni say fini bi ane social media de aba obi a fa me hu lady bi a wa fa phone esi nim na o kasa tisa say we ase ye ne dia na ba che o chief man kra o hu say chief man kasa na bo so sada ye na chief man da bi wa dui wa hu say wa kasa na bo so sada na oba wono abegire na wallahi e kusi yɛte wɔ yɛne yɛ mo nua no Muslim for the tifie yɛne ɔmo na tifie didi ɛsɔre da enti sɛ wo so yɛ Muslim a na wo so wo som nyame dia na ene ne onyame na wo som no nyame bɛ na bɛ kyerɛ wo sɛ wo hu nua kristoni afase kan kɔ no nyame bɛ ya na onye nyame papa so onyame a ɔno a yɛnim sɛ ɔwɔ soro obi ni ne so yi ɛna mpa sɛ wo som no dia ɔbɛ ne waka kyerɛ sɛ wo hu nua afase kan kɔ no ana twanity sɛ nua no Muslimfoɔ mpɛ dɔm aka wo ho a ɛne mpa kyɛ preach no preach yɛ sɛ kristofo sɛ yɛ mpɛ dɔm aka ho a yɛ preach yɛ nti yɛ preach ma obi ɔyɛ Muslimini asakra fi Muslim aba Christian yɛ wɔn nkɔfo bebree so a ɛnɛ ɔma free kristosum so yɛ akɔdwan ne Muslimi yɛ ɛsom nti ɛsom yɛ choice onyame bia ne wɔka kyerɛ asɔre ɔno Awurade pɛ sɛ wokɔ wa na wokɔ na wokɔ hu asɔre no ne ntotoyɛ ne ne nneɛma ɛyɛ na sɛ ɛsɔ Awurade ani na ɛfiri Awurade a wowɔ nyamesu wɔ mu a ɛkyerɛ wo sɛ aha nyame fie ba sɛ yɛwo yɛ me nua sɛ ɔkɔ parliament you can say chapel nyɛ hɔ na yɛwɔ to yɛ me wa me nyɛ girls word ne ɛwɔ me to mu ba baabi yɛbɔ masu yɛ asɛm sɔbɔfo na ɛbɔ masu ɛnso ɛwi akyire no meyɛ sɔfo girls word power ministry international nyame di for apostle Dr. Usu Bempa na sniding me wo ni nyinaa yɛ nyame asɔre ni nyinaa yɛ nyame som enti me ntimi nyinaa nka nkyɛ sɛ me masɔre yɛ kyɛn Assemblies of God asɔre masɔre yɛ kyɛn parliament chapel asɔre ɛnyɛ kasa sɛbi o nyansa yɛ den ɛwom enti ɛyɛ me dɛ sɛ yɛ papa ɛyɛ na chief imam ne office yɛ ba bɛto abɔnten sɛ ɔno on support nsɛm hunu enti obi biara wɔnam Muslimin som so ɛbɛde basabasa yɛ pɛ sɛ ɔde ba ɔman bia na apolisifoɔ yɛ den ɛnyɛ ɔmo adwuma saa nso na mente sɛ Christian council for abɛkasa deɛ but as man of God amewɔ yi me gyina so aka kyerɛ yɛ nuanom apolisifoɔ sɛ yɛma pɛrepɛre yɛ ne mmara yɛ den nyɛ adwuma obi a ɔbɛ preachi kɔfa sɛm de oyɛ ne bia bɛba ɔman anim a yɛn yɛte hɔ yi yɛnni basabasa biara ɛwɔ yi na amanyɔkuo a yɛwɔ mu yi nyɛ bibi ne NDC nyɛ Muslimfoɔ ne Kristofo ne wɔ mu anamɛboa I've also seen kɔfoɔ bi write up sɛ Mutaka na yɛ you can say interior minister yɛ hwɛ deɛ ɔbɛyɛ ne yɛ yi me feel sɛ na no statement on beto abɔnten no my respecting him more when na video no ba abɔnten a ehunu sɛ yɛnua abranteɛ no ɛde ɛkɔbɔ obi ani so police station it's not the minister that is supposed to be blamed it's the police. How come a suspect a yede handcuff agu nisa no yɛtimi mani pia bonten ama ɔne obi a ɔnyɛ police officer ekodi nkɔmɔ a nyɛ ne busuani no oni ne baabi a nti ɛba ne sɛ na yɛde ne fi baabi a ɔte because obi a handcuff no bia no ya confine no mebɔ ana sɛ ɔntra baabi te a handcuff no onya ɔba ne sɛ na ɔno tim nipa no betimi befa ne begyina abɔnten na owie a wanfɛre wansuro ɛbɔ n'ani so
abɔnten ɛyɛ an interview ɔsan recording live live social media.
Enti bibi ba na ye ka mo ye nya monyosam no nton chen nya mutaka ye Muslim ye ye kan say wo ye minister ntino ye de ko for aban we nya aban asem. We should ask the police how come abranche ne be gina abonte a obi timi nya kwan ne ye interview abonte wie ye san born ni so abonte no na ye me de say minister say ye interdict sanko for police for na na investigation
na we na system minister na beka
enkoso
we minister na so
David na nya minister so kan but at least anya hwe no aban na make ama a response as a police administration in ready say come be ye kra na ono minister na den akasa the entire American so akasa me den say he said we Muslim say one first statement bi am metro bontian ko bi kwa betra bontian be ka say oh enam say nipa o ya idea na Muslim ntino ntie bi aye kata so den ko but wa kire say on so nsem hu no so and as I say police for no ma findings ne be trouble on team ye hu how come abrantie no in handcuff no enya akwan free whichever charge officer na owo e be gina obi ko fa no be gina ho e dey asem no kan ya o dey be gina abonten na nkomodie na oni need na dey be investigation be na all ye who authorized him to do whatever he happen you know na say dey be court because that's a statement. The police says he will be arraigned before court. I'm here to see say court Benedict Nago.
na Reverend when we say nipa na obo nipa na so
Yeah.
and the police say o mache no who pictures no
Yeah, but who pictures no?
and so ye wo
In
montem
fact, I am in kakra because enimu no nipa na enimu no anyway enimu no me who say
they are not the same.
I actually doesn't want to even doubt the police.
Yeah.
Said there will be now acquire anybody now so the home baby now na edibo court akwa tuma e dey wa widen.
No, but the person matters.
Oh, me just here. But for now no the police says they have arrested the person. Me knew the background personally. And I don't want to doubt the police.
Reverend Akasacho.
Oh, me no see. I don't want to doubt the police, but the woman say Kofi, it is good say police for not taking step. Na nipa na whether or no ananya or no. Ya china ya dem from Brakwanso. Na me das.
Okay. Me so me das Reverend Charles. So greetings to all my colleagues in the studio, especially Kofi Tonto. Life has its ups and downs. I wish everyone a beautiful weekend. Reverend Charles Ousu, it's not everyone who has left the Catholic Church or Islam to a charismatic church that has seen God. Others see women. And others see women and move on. And the other man won't mean Godwin Akogan.
Yeah, boss.
Cardinal, good morning. Okay, George Quating, we've got to leave it here. Okay, Reverend Intim Fojo Marching, if there's no difference, why are we different? There are differences in the religion. However, that should not divide us. Religious tolerance within a diverse belief system is what we should be preaching. Demonization has no place in God's true worship. Dr. Kabila sends that one. Banane.
Na name say Reverend Akasa Bebre. Say ebano religion ya. Me say na so ya no. Cause oye so for idea. Na sa asem eye very sensitive. Eye religion. And now me say Kofi Tonto achro bibi on Facebook say NDC for some of the religion by a campaign. They are there for them. Na me be say Kofi.
King kind of mature and say
Oh, there be a tougher.
There be king kind.
Ni tougher na born.
Yeah, king kind. What tougher one ye?
Kofi. Religion e wo krom one kasa boss Dr. Baumia. Or the religion aye campaign bebre.
Okay. Yeah.
As you say, yeah, Macronica and some bebre. In fact, I don't know the kind say. I don't know you're the first Muslim vice president at Wako Jubilee House. In fact, election 2024, I'll be a candidate. Your core campaign on Northern Region, Dr. Baumia, say, even though John Mahama if enough or a Christian. No, na ye Muslim candidate first person will be the Mampanini identity Muslim for Yinanya day and support. In fact, and Friday, Ebeko Juma, National Mosque Meboa. John Mahama Obia is blessed. Or Kobe Bia, or ni Ahmadiyya for, or ni Muslim me, or ni Christian near de, or cut different languages, no more come who bomb near dear. Or call Honum 2024. And now call recite Quran. Dr. Baumia by a honorable friend or a Malam John. Or per vote 20 and they all kind Quran. You see, we a high profile politician. And send you a while can finiye. And dachi abekwa baba ede abesense hukum. Dr. Baumia a fine gentleman will be president will kroma aye. Adejina was here using a religion. Edisine kwanye. But I don't know start here. Fred your mama say we Malam John. It is a ne. Se Kofi Tonto. Anche ye. It is a ne Kofi. Someone who lies and say you for religion and the politics here. You people are welcome. Meti way you opani power NPP near several minister our Muslim ni. me kɔ ne hɔ paa me kɔ a m'anim ne hɔ na ɔyɛ n'asɔre owie a yɛdedi religion ma yɛ ntɛm da because ɛyɛ so sensitive na ɔno akasa koraa ɔne me di kɔtumi to ne bo ase kyerɛkyerɛ me nneɛma a koraa ne ka I ask him questions ne adeɛ ɛsua adeɛ every day ɛti religion deɛ me mpɛ ho asɛm ka koraa nti reverend aka ɛno awie yi mede no bɛto hɔ ɔsɔ no yɛ panyin ɛba ne religion a na makɔ nsɛm bi a nana MPP for ɛyɛ minority ɔma bɔ mu tiri mu pɔ sɛ economy yi a ɛyɛ yi a yɛ nyinaa yɛ benefit yi ɛka ɔmo nko ananka agu ɛnɛ meba yi na me check Bank of Ghana dollar rate reverend abasa you see less than 11 CBC me boa ɛnɛ yi a kofi mboa
pumping machine asa say adwuma say pumping machine
ye ba 2025 ye ba 2025 na mo ka say economy ne sha ase say perform na picking no a mo se yenka one policy a ye de aba ama economy no ye adwuma ne wa
pumping anya policy
ɛnɛ ye di 1 year 7 months or 8 months CD no egusu jane na so that's it. Aye, coffee. Say a pumping machine. Say a day of the Ghana phone you say. Oh, mammy, I will no money. No, businesses. The only say, go money and then meet me planning.
That's all topics, baby, or the one my topics me and Sabana Hina Edo no topic.
What do you have the topic? We then can't
offer by an amici. The big minion no.
Asama bayemi ya.
Yama topic.
Asama bayemi ya na me ma kwanse ko fi chire mu magana for ya.
Focus on the topic.
Topic ya na me.
I wa he trainer wa han there.
Oh.
Ko fi mani.
You see religion the reverend I deal with it. It been ko.
Anti Brahman.
Mama kan ba bia. Ehun economy. Chairman Rollins ye chire ne tam oye ku. Oso wo no wonim law. Onim economics. Do onima ne say economy de no a. Ote. Eti ye koba nyina ne economy no. He said ne. Se sidi na nya hoden na businesses ne household eti me plan a. Na wo se ye bo aban ya baso. Enra Finance Minister Dr. Atoforsen Governor Pandit Esiama and a good boss CEO Sami Jemfi. Omo meet large mining companies. As they say aban say omo be my 30%.
Percent the whole 2022 na yes amra no. Abujina upon the buy.
2022 mo yes amra no mo ye ya na.
Coffee pacho mani.
Almost signing MOU. You see me stamp. As they say last year omo to gold omo be my 30%. In fact, gold refinery ye de ko broche ko refinery ade ye see ye refinery bi wa. E di fees ya ye koko tua wa broche ni ade ye ba betua wa create jobs. Ko fi da bi a o kana 133 no way. 133 no anso ne ye de ba ya. O sorry a o so kwati koko.
Nti o ye de o shift de hen na ye. Shift 133 o ye shift by.
Me ba bi a me ye adwuma no.
O ye shift by.
Ye 24 hours. Ko fi ye na o. Ye na so say economy ni ye year. Na said that should be after 16 years Ghana for who MPP mobile say oh they say mo sakra eti mo mra na mo medi so na niema ye easy amamo na mo pick it from baby ye gya no mo build it on it na mo empire say economy inside ansa na waba emre bi by na university for na mo maduane free in fact omo aye demonstration say ya mo awi akoko abre omo mpe akoko biom omo pe fish it is na Ghana tie Ibetima mamoka bedroom bi ye di bibi ketua bi na be ka se kotra fie. Eti mommo mpa se economy na ye hihye no. Ebe ye na mo ba betoa so. It sounds ye ma mo 8 years mo anhunu ye. Dollar could do 17.3. Full atwamu 23 cedis. So that's here. Na niema nye kra ema mo hihye ya mo ye wo finance ministry. Emma a pushing over 2 million people into the poverty bracket. And the chair of Public Accounts Committee, Honorable Abraham Sayasa, no, here you want finance ministry. first as a deputy minister, second as a minister of state. You juma omudi. But then they abna na kunyomo. There be na gold board I say gold board aboka gold board I say gold board yi so e ba yi. And they the game changer of our currency. Kofi, matete se mo mpanyefo ni bi kura se dachi bia se mobile power adwuma person mo ya e gold board. Yemfa mom Kofi wo pay. Dr. Bawumia ba hemfa na wo achusu. Krofo target se ho no mo pay. Esan se me boss Sami Jefi di dwuma papa ye den e wo ho. Na de mo ye ikura de enye mo wa kura so ochina mbako amanone akoka se Ghana gold kura me ento because economy ni ye dudu and you people stand low chance. Minority leader sorry gold board. Kojo upon Kruma sorry gold board. Abron Sasa sorry gold board. Now so Auditor General at the 2025 report to Aba, not a single adverse findings against gold board. Not as one. Bibia gold board baby I'm publish it on website. Afedi e dey any demonization. Etinana yebe bo abana baso. Se doma joma amanya dayeson pa. Na o say me the gold board oba ama abeye economy yiye. Nampani ampa within shortest possible time. Bibia fa parliament ni adia and a gold board e boy economy ya ye nyina ye enjoy. Biji se kofinum e wo say mu nyina ye den e be support gold board activities. Yenka so mu ye bibi na ye boni ama yenka. Be de omu nye ye de me ntwa nto omo so.
Wana twa nto so.
Oh, minority leader.
Omo mo ka 1.5 billion. Minority leader
1.5 billion there.
1.7 billion now.
1.7 why be?
And IMF na kind. Minority leader.
Gold board on your gold for reserve program. A Bank of Ghana program. We almost start here. Gold for oil near the yes over 200 million account.
Baby I will connect hot.
There because you are true.
Baby I will connect hot true.
What
bank for him difference?
I'm only difference. So that's it. I'm only difference. Best program nye gold board for program.
I understand. Say what bank for him difference?
Oh, sell more information.
Bana hini jade akogan ka kire se o ba ya akogan na to ayise faade ne fa baby akogan wote ho na propaganda wote stu ayefia wo ye no
Kofi tie
me ka kire
Kofi tie enche e na mo amode ba ye se gold board I lose obi afom 200 million and the
adwa ne de ba gold board issued a statement
they
issued a statement
that be money I minority for the assembly ba bonte meanwhile sika na nye gold board for sika aggregator only a
aggregator gets the money from gold board.
Kofi, can I have
no aggregator?
No, you are allowing him to go on so many tangents
because Kofi aggregator gold board money.
Kofi,
no, my Benjamin.
So I own him rules of the
game. My
Benjamin,
my
time.
Mr.
They all counting in
that. Oh, who ya name now?
Minchu when Usubai. Minchu when Usubai. Obi aji $10 hawa mami de nganya de esa mikandi.
Nane.
Wrap up na mi go
gold board ma aggregator scarce one fan koto gold wa. Sika na e dia ma no. Na so supply su gold wa. Gold board ni problem ni sense obeka se waboka.
So
mama 200,000. Supply gold of 200,000. At the end of the day, what close to I said 200,000 out there, but I work gold board a book soon. It is Obia Fausika, a gold board of one Sunday. So it's in some no more chillemua. Yes, some more 2 foot truck on Crofoni near the no more can just demonizing gold board. Because who say gold board don't na abuama economy a day. Debia, I'm sorry, a gold board. Be shanka nyame se na emidi kan se na yi dollar no aba ayi 10.09 ayi ayi eko a September kra amanfo be kra niam yi na ye dey dollar eko so but hwe ayi de eko so yi ti Ghana for e pese Kofi mon pe bibi foforo enye na mon support gold board ene le economy na ye yi a mun nyina mo ye dey mu timbi we benefit.
Mate, banane, medase. Mamenko Kofi so. Na mintie Kofi. But before I go Kofi so banane. Kabila de Bakubi Ebrel. Kabila how are you? Or say, how could Dr. Bawumia have said that he was the first Muslim vice president when there had been Alhaji Aliyu Muhammad before him?
Dr. Kabila wanche me asem ni ye. Dr. Baumia say ono no ye first Muslim vice president ya owo Jubilee House. Ali Mama anko Jubilee House.
What are you saying?
Oh yes.
All right.
Ali Mama wanko Jubilee House.
Mate, Kobe for 15 minutes na yanko.
You see, Nana, very quickly, Bana Hene, the coffee for economy. My main debunk a few things. You see, 2022 November, Abuja Napo issued statement. Say government of Ghana, 30% gold retention policy. What it means is that on say okay, kind Minerals and Mining Act now. Ghana or the government has what we call preemptive right. Just say aban no to me say a good year was asase a year to no. Or no ne wo to me say obeji ana obeto ne kane. Wan to na wo a to no the opposite or the aye no or the aye. Until as of 2022, we signed that law. Say we have what we call preemptive right, 30%. And no, and I de sade no buy. Until some bana more to us, boni be any. But don't create it as an innovation. Number 2, Minia, gold refinery. So we call PMMC right now. The old PMMC Diamond House. Building a CPMMC in China. Oba near see an anansi.
Oh, hold on.
Na ya no yede. Sa building yede.
So hold on.
Den building. Bana hena yede building. Den building. Refinery.
Coffee him say refinery.
Nantena na one kan. Na wo be gina be kan kwati the impression say one am the refinery back room. I don't know so ban sir. I don't know so ban sir.
See refinery.
Chere me baby am see refinery.
Yes.
The mo ye ne say na woni bibi. Refinery na mo beto ye no. Eno wo ho. Na Sameni Gold Coast refinery eye adwuma. Look, I know the industry very well. I don't have a problem say Sameni Gold Coast refinery eye adwuma. It's his policy direction. He has every right as a CEO of Gold Board to take a policy direction. But the truth of the matter is say, mo beto refinery a Akufo-Addo see ye e inaugurate ye. And a momo buy and but don't create the impression. Look, the first time in our history, government of Ghana, a partner and a private company to build a refinery in this republic. The only private-owned refinery wahane Gold Coast money or more money. Bonnie be any. So let's put that on record. Number 3, you see, World Bank as some what can I say? No, sorry, World Bank, IMF as some what can I say? Central Bank, Emma Gold Board, Sikasu Onkoto Gold. Now gold now Okotono. There are discount losses, and then there are exchange rate differentials. Culminating, a car idea but 1.7 billion, and I'm Bank of Ghana, rate. To say ne, Banahinika say about under 10, or even say 11. Under 11, you are right, sorry. And the Bank of Ghana rate is on the book on what the age money 11. But when you say Ghana, Hano, your exchange rate regime, your official on unofficial. Gold miner now, small scale miner no, on unfa official rate in Yejuma. But because a Bank of Ghana and a DC Kanema Gold Board in Tino, Bank of Ghana the Bema Gold Board at 11. But se Sami Jenfi ko from Hoso Okoto Goda, miner ne beka chira say 11 ne de Sami menye. Me the Bema 13 and I me the Bema 13.5. Sami betimi negotiate the aba AB at 12.5. But the bottom line is that Bank of Ghana must Sami 11. Now Sami needs to find 1.5 cedis more or 2 cedis more difference to top it up. And only their friend exchange rate differential. No problem. But I'm saying that the end effect in 1.7 billion na abano. And here what discount and only for the omo befa kono. Bruni na no befa gold no betono. Ono ne beka cho say fine. Me to gold $1 billion. Ma me discount. Intino and gold so no say oma even 1% discount enye sika ketwa. Inti aban bet maka say oni bibi. Mema 0.25 discount or 0.3 discount. Nefa no emame nefa ko. those differentials and so at the economy. I know now World Bank can say these arrangements, IMF can say these arrangements, and you're sustainable. Into central bank, you free. Now gold board na fana ho den yeden enye nadwuma on setting exchange rate onye nadwuma na eka bia wo bono eyes on your books and now why your policy insolvent. When say for the first time in our history, Bank of Ghana became policy insolvent. Bank of Ghana net equity 96 billion. 96 billion for Bank of Ghana to come back to positive equity. No, just are buying finding 96 billion to offset it. These are the issues. And then Nana Mobile, within a year and 8 months, ma pumping on average $1 billion a month.
Hey, Bonnie.
In the intervention. I'll explain it to you. You see, intervention in itself, in practice, is not a bad thing.
Intervention.
Intervention. The president, no, it's intervention.
It's
the president himself,
intervention.
Intermediation. You know, a pumping machine. You know, a pumping machine. Nana, mo pumping 1 billion on average a month until pandit buy. I see I'm a pandit buy. The average the central bank was intervening was about 100 million, between $60 million to $100 million. Say mo ya $1 billion.
The economic benefit.
You see, I mean, can be bincho. You see, bana hene, and you might do a can. Oh, man, economic debate. But you see, every economic benefit has an opportunity cost. So whereas you gain on one side, you lose on the other. So let's go and discuss what we are losing. When you are pumping 1.8 billion, what are you losing?
You say gold board mandate, you know.
Yes.
Said to make profit. They move to bring dollar into
gold
the economy.
Gold board. No.
But there be a economic on Waboka. A can also have the benefit.
Wouldn't be.
I walk on
be.
A massive.
Nana, oko law muaho. Ye will law be a friend penumbra. Reverend, in law, there's a concept called penumbra. Penumbra is implied rights that are not explicitly stated. Say, constitution na ya no. Enye bibia na framers no betimi adwene ho. Enti mrani bi wo ho a ye implied ye no say the spirit of the law. Enti Bank of Ghana, the spirit of the Bank of Ghana law no, even though it's not explicitly stated, Ebini say they must protect the economy at all times. Whether omu actions ne course here and omu actions a course here. So far as economy no they have to stand up and protect the economy. Until 2022, emra ye kwa here mono. And Addison said, look, Sabai no here haircut. Yansu yebeji haircut ni bi. Abai say yemwa omo in the form of haircut. So we would take 49 billion CDs in haircut. And you're printing. It's not printing. It's haircut.
No, printing.
No, no money was printed. No, yeah. It's a friend of asset management. But now, 100% name no yeah economics. I mean no be economics. Your friend of asset management. No money was printed. No money was printed. It's called asset management.
Kovi,
you see,
about the Indiana,
you see, asset deficit. Your friend asset management is when the central bank engages in the purchase of non-marketable bonds. These are things that are there. Some people say a lecture, no. But the point I am making to you is
impairment of asset.
No, impairment. I'm not talking about impairment. I'm not talking about impairment. They say impairment, and I've stated already. And only 49 billion are buying it, taking haircut. A central bank taking haircut to keep the economy alive.
Do you want to say?
They're not. I'm at the point we are when they say, "We say, gold board, even if it takes losses in power, it is to protect the economy." And I make sure say,
benefit is so
and I make
big.
sure say, you see, largely that concept in itself is not wrong, but maybe a central bank, implied right. the spirit of their law says that they must protect the economy. No, Sami Jamfia ne ko jina street to say Addison ye criminal. Sami Jamfini to force in the ko jina street to say Addison ye criminal. They did.
Yanka say Addison ye criminal.
Hey,
is what called print Jessica. Huh?
What are you saying?
What
are you saying? So ene meba mamiwe. Se ne sa wo se Sami ye bibi. Na say at the law subscribe ba na protect the economy e okay. Aden Addison ye there. Aden Addison ye there. But you see,
I don't know this guy.
Now let me finish this on the religious thing. You see, me madam for pa me ni nyini ye e was pebu okro. Your friend is Sadiku. In fact, sa oba sipebu okro me ko school of block B. Me nan fofo a me ni omu nyini ye nyina na omu free sipe zongo ana abo okro mu zongo. Enti me obia wo nimi wo kumase abra na me nyini nim se me ni nsiremfo ne nyini ye ene muslimifo ne nyini ye me wo ho na yewura Mahmoud Baumi afre me se me mrefi me koye no si Kofi ma study you for some time me pese me no ye adwuma enti from today effective today you are my political assistant yewura Mahmoud Baumi ambusa me se me SD ni ana mejai Catholic eko charismatic say abrantia woti he de okan ya ne say minua ma show ma study usu one oban ne wadwuma wo ye ma party no bedi machi ne menye adwuma. The bottom line to say the reverend kan o my Ghana we mo no say me yare na me ko hospital me ko busa doctor say doctor u free alajo and I say I don't ask that. Say comment de me na me ko di die hu a me musa haji asa wo ye muslimi ni. Wo watch a wo pe no o musa haji asa ofri yendi ana say ofri hwan. Enti wo ko di wa chi nwie. Wo de kwa wo yem kura de wo trust say haji ebe ya mwadi. De kwa wo yem wo betime kun no eno de wo trust hajia ne ba amamuo ni amanyosem a won trust hajia on trust hajia ba eno de hajia ba be nipa bonini. Look, let's stop it on my way. It will not fall. Eno na enra me kan ho asem. I mean, what I said was that you will maimu ne nipa bi de tribalism here politics. Is that a fact or not? And I may say, yantina homa afia di anim no, yan man nipa bi mfa religion and mayor politics. Na Ghana shall stand up against it. The country shall be victorious. Democracy will win. That is what I said, and I stand by it. Yantina ho emma obi tumi a o penti o me papa yentem. Ghanaians will vote. We will elect a leader, whether a he or a she. And that person will be elected based on their competence. That person will not be elected based on their religion. On my way, nye Christo for there, and then nye Muslimi for there, and then nye traditionalist for there. On my way, this country is a secular state. It belongs to all of us. Yatna enijie mwa wari yenhu aye namfufuo for years. Why is it that a dramanyo samoa and ye kai baby will be free? A dramanyo samoa near kai esuma will be soon. Let's stop it. Ghana, the aji o my way and say, Miniminia bana hinitiha, no ye NDC ni, na sebi minya samoa obejime. Bana hinitia, o ye NDC ni, Reverend, onye MPP ni, and so me jidisa me kwa hu here mo na me frɛ Reverend na. Obeji me fell so, bana hine beji me fell so. In fact, me sister free mu, me nuanom NDC for be supporting me. Ebi DCK be supporting me, ebi be ye ne be supporting me. Me nuanom MPP for by, me nuanom Nkremo for by, me nua baako ye friend Razak or Tamale. Odin ponchi me enu na bre me. Oye Muslim ni. Minim Razak wo baby a o.
So ne ma oji a un declare also.
Cash I won't declare.
Cash
and punches I won't declare.
Me say Nana,
hey go fit
me every northern region. E di nuane ne moa But I say, Kofi, who sister were film no, or to say the minu why they were film. Razak, Michiano or Tamale, and ye be senior. Obedi 3 days, e wo Kumasi. Al Hassan, the same, also or Tamale. Obedi 2 days, e wo Kumasi. Please, on my way, Yako too far. Yako too far to allow this to happen. To Mesre, Minyanum Muslimin penny for Minyanum Asofum penny for Mama yen sorry. Mesre political parties. Let's compete on competence. Let's compete on the preparedness of our candidates. Yes, make sure say Esum enchichemu. Esum enchichemu ye bone wa man bi so. Kenya ne se na yenya hogina ya betena ha ye kasa yo. Ke bia yesuro se obi de bomba ye den abehya ha. Tinana me de manu besi na masere se yenyi sa na ma ne mfiri amanyosem. Examples are many atena ha metimi ama so many of them.
Ehia.
De ye wura mahama kan ye.
Ehia.
Ba me de acho. Me pawasem.
Nana to Dr.
Many a chance also remember I was say and so abusuafo amowo Big Joe's Organic Wache Anopay and Chiasonko and Ebam ho Big Joe's Organic Wache Kofi tonte no kofa ho aduane ba and Big Joe's Wache for so the aba.
Big Joe madam for no.
Madam for the Big Joe.
No mabre
wache. Tema community 7 and 9. Big Joe's Wache. So I'm watching a fine pa to offer her
or born a homode.
Kofi, I was with him ho, and so I'm a country. Kofi, also,
me come. You.
Reverend Charles also.
We send the Medica can say,
what is of our wolf? You have a time I can amount.
Now, me who statement a free Christian Council, so my
issue statement. Yes, true.
Now, me na minuya in team for Johnny, and so forth, so come one. I'm going to so for no bail. The American said, Yenuya Muslimini na or no dear, Nesam no can not do. Yes, be a Muslimina may make you America say, Obi Bia or Bekasa Manetia Mohammed. You couldn't say ni pakro. A serious statement, though. In some Muslim phone Tessa, no one to source answer Munoso. Name where I said Mra, any D. I tell you, when you're bill heading a coffee. And then a man sometimes and call for your opportunity can say, Obi could do the attorney. I remind you, Pacro. Obi a cassa yin trenny petty. The sister Pacrono and coffee.
It's not right.
Yeah, Yanisa, a ye nana.
It's not right.
Me so sort him the dear so, because him the dear. Sabi, or man penny or your young Kawanibaji. Or through a Bushiman Nibaji, or personal party winning. No, second also personal party leadership no on Quabemo until you will be happy. And to be Okodidio man penny so a chiwa and cho. No mums ye chi will be already the attempt. No, be say yen cho biti. Kumuno, now come now heaven. Men I make catch off the Kumuno.
No, Babesias are quite home video.
No, or Babesias, now you just any pan say a money bill so on coffee. What be that? What be that? You see, and some no, me, the ama, my recently who can say, as my chief imam office back, you know. Yeah, Papa, what can't say me every
just say Papa no
condemn Papa no
statement or the two
and yet Kamusum Korambe be anywhere. Minia Atik Mohammed. Someone is a Muslim.
Yes.
Me young papa who we are sit. Bako. Any Atik Mohammed. Many BBA. Who's what trouble to a condemn. In fact, Muslim for be brain penny for be a condemn. But condemn we are. As some no kind there, see a china so money who says Sakasana, Yabakon, because when you are be a bear fientina sabi or bear beans so I won't even answer. I be fat ideas for a synonym. I can't even worse thing than the Bearman crying a kind. And the young hearing Cochino. Ghana Police Service.
Social media.
Say, Yanisa, ye Ghana Police Service. Yanisa, ye. Sir, maybe you should religion. Ebe shake his energy. Now, maybe can be a quack or ye did the other two or mine one. Now, yes, I'm yes of 20, ye jammy. And that is the reason why until also for the kasa and me also for maintain as some kind mum there. But say police actually will be in there. Now can be any police for them a chain. I don't blame the police. No mama summer way can you know. I am more dangerous than the honorable Obi police station. The Obo Obi police station, even though and yet Ghana for you now see and channel near family council. The police force are chilling on the never family council now court here. And then they must say depend on no attracting life. Yaman acquires say uncle fee. Abra, just say your chain in the police station now. You say you call the Yama or so for bill, yeah. Yama also bill. But that's one kind, is it the same thing? If it's the same thing, Yama for so for some call. I've not listened to a software because me who ni tape no our wanting me nim say bonia ye twina so but ye ntimi nya obi a no threaten life sabio ye papa chief imam officer ba bonti abeka say for Ghana police for hwede ba bi obi a opacha okra mo nyintum omo nchi no aka say enu no Mozambique for dodo na hwe say de papa no be den e be fam na kwan so then we have allowed him to go. That's why embolden other people say Omba be di sansem huna e course yi. Nana ye ne sa enye yi. Hwe amanfo bebre adwen ne se. O se religion we. Obi ye Yewra Mahama so ye oye ka say gonjani. Meme ye akani. Enti religion enye tribe. Eye som. Eye ku anamboa. Sa na obi so ye akani. Me makonta me kana se Musa Yusuf Asante. Ameka so ye chama Musa. Wo ye aduane woni fie 24/7 every day from Monday to Saturday. Obi could be free out the chairman. Why yes son or ya a kind ba pure. Ne ma men papa ina come for. No ma ko dwane. Mozambique. Enti about religion and your tribe asem. So be enough na and as will be a Santini and will be a we 1 year. That's why you near Katie Amo. Katie Amo so a Santini ba anamwa. And so on it I why come money? There are a lot of them. Minya a smaller or Yoruba Omi office. Smaller. Oye a kind pew.
A large smiler.
But oya large. And see, Miss Remy Casa Ghana Police Service. Then saying Sabi Ahwadi and Modi Kokochi will be free. I say you also. Etimidine Bakra. Near ya reminded the Pacro, which Mimi Fee say, Bois, I can't ama ya casa papa, ye tea. If you are more from now, ye Juma, ye to be dear for ye, Sabi, yan Casa Muno. Ya the papa. Se will be this answer Muna to say. Na Sabi, Dana. Ye can't. Me 7 years was the mini be a video. Name it the papa or say. Oh, I want to say Zongos near Yana, Monfasa Hodino, and find church and more friend no munya by Papa Day in Yina. And yet, violence the day, would preaching.
Yeah.
Because all preaching actually, man for say, ye magic also made any. Now, some of me Baby Gidia Sabi, a chim sim kukuni paddy, what be that? And that is why I made say Nipan answer. Christo, I have a Bible na ye issue no. In fact, yam fo bi kasa ne bonfire. We are kania, we Christo ni bonfire o kasa mu. We the guy ni bonfire o kasa mu. And you be kasa ne ye dia bra ye say ye mfa. That is nkofo kasa. Omo the Bible bra ye. On fa Bible bra ye. Ye nyame asem no dia ma ye. Na nyame asem no ye yemfo bi kasa ne ekanti no. It is not written in the Bible anywhere. So obi kasa tia Jesus Christ a. Ye nsi na bo. Nowhere. Not even one line. Onyankopon no kura na wode ne ho kura nse so obi se won som ne kura ye nyaa ni bakro na de nipa ne be de oni nyankopon
O twabre ni dro a
oni na nyankopon na asem enti yen yesom a ye Kristo som no yen preach violence in tie nipa nti we osofo na se onye opportunity we ye Kristo ni na onye opportunity na wo kasa ye mi say ho say de wo kasa ye wa wasam na wo ka ana ye chonkonkon asam na den wo ka because ye chonkonkon no de e preaching kambomu e preaching wodo e preaching empuntuo na e preaching chire onyame ne keseye ade ne tumi but em preaching fa sabi ntitimu ni basabasa ye den emfama enti mesra meka obi bia wo be kasa a wo ye Kristo ni obe insight enipa against the other bia no na onye Kristo ne chidifo yɛwɔ so obi kɔ asɔre ɛne yɛwɔ obi a odi kristo ɛdɛ akyi nti obi bia a wobɛhu sɛ ɔkasa saa kwan no bia so na ɔyɛ asɔre kɔni ba na ɔnyɛ kristo kyidini because yɛ nyankopɔn na ɔbaeɛ no bible sɛ yesu sɛ ɔsɛ momma mmɔfra no kwan kyɛ sɛ momma nipa dodoɔ nyinaa kwan na ɔmmra den ɔno awurade yɛ den nkyɛn wanka sɛ momma mmɔfra no bi kwan sɛbia ɔyi moslemi ni ba si nkyɛn ne ɔyi kɔmfoɔ baeɛ den asi nkyɛn wɔse deɛ ɔbɛgye no di no ɔno awurade yɛ den ɔbɛgye no enti sɛ nnɛ obi sɔre nnɛ na ɔse magye yesu adi a onyankopɔn sɛ ɔbɛgye no nti yɛn nyankopɔn no preachi inclusive ɔde obiara ba mu ɔka n'asɛm a ɔse obiara ɔmfa nkyekyɛmu mfa mmɛto mmom da nti mesrɛ yɛ kristofoɔ so momma yɛnyɛ careful na yɛn nsɛm nso a ɛbɛfiri yɛn num aba abɔnten no ɛbɛyɛ deɛ onyankopɔn bɛfa so ama nnipa hu ne tumi na ɛbɛtwe afoforɔ de ama awurade dan deɛ de mpapamu ɛden ɛbɛba anam da ase.
Dear Nanaya Okese, Ghana's religious peace isn't lack. It is built daily through shared schools, streets, and workplaces where Christians, Muslims, and traditionalists show up for one another. But peace isn't self-sustaining. Denominational rivalry and old tensions still simmer beneath the calm. The Constitution guarantees the right. Ordinary citizens make it real. Institutions like the National Peace Council and Interfaith Councils exist because tolerance takes maintenance, not just history. If this legacy is to last, dialogue can't be optional. It has to be as deliberate as the peace itself. Good morning, Reverend Professor Joseph Osafo Edu and Odiwesiba.
You offer a Kofi Juma.
Kofi Ghana.
I was saying, I'm saying, ne buy a Muslim.
Kofi Juma buy a Muslim.
Or no Kofi Juma buy a Muslim, but no a Christian.
Interesting. Minimum that.
Now, true, I say me. Ne bro for what type?
A professor of psychology.
Oh yeah, I'm very impressed. I'm very.
Kofi Juma, you know.
Or a professor of psychology.
Oh yeah. I mean the way I was stringing bro for no together no.
I'm saying the bro for now the power.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dear Nanaya Okese, Ghana's religious peace isn't lack. It is built daily through shared schools, streets, and workplaces where Christians, Muslims, and traditionalists show up for one another. But peace, it isn't self-sustaining. Denominational rivalry and old tensions still simmer beneath the calm. The Constitution guarantees the right. Ordinary Ghanaians make it real. Institutions like the National Peace Council and Interfaith Councils exist because tolerance takes maintenance, not just history. If this legacy is to last, dialogue can't be optional. It has to be as deliberate as the peace itself. Good morning.
Brofu ya papa natural no. I see a printed across various platforms because you see asem no wa timi identify asem ni nyina yi.
Wanyo no
because asem o kan say I see something simmer underneath the calm or something. Meaning say asumdwe na ye wo no. Ema ya mfa ne trasa wo. Eniema ne namase.
Ampa. Niema ne namase Kofi Mami Fonsia. Happy 3rd birthday to our little prince, Jaden Solomon Papa Kwadwo Buaben Kwansa. From your mom, Irabna, grandma, Nana Amma, and the entire family. And also to you, Auntie B, who sells plastics at Accra Whitechapel, from the entire family. And to Mr. Bansi Bernard of the Apostolic Church, Kanishi Central. And last one to Elder Seth Sumwa of the Apostolic Church, Ghana, Sakaman branch. From Nana Okezu, from the Cardinal. And an outreach so Yademu AC. The radio